live in posterity forever. Okay, hey everyone. Today, Julia and I are talking about existential stress. And what the heck does that mean? So, existential stress is the external pressures and the internal dialogue that we have about ourselves and about our own expectations. So, what it can look like is, do you have kids? Maybe you should have kids. Oh, you have kids. Are you a conscious parent? Or maybe you're a helicopter parent, or maybe you're not parenting enough, or maybe you're parenting too much. You're having kids late in life. Are you sure you want to do that? You're too young to have kids. You need to go and live your life. Are you working? What are you working towards? Are you looking for a promotion? Do you want to switch careers? Maybe you need to rest more. Have you had a vacation recently? That's the external. And the internal is, I should do more. I should rest more. I should eat better. I should exercise. I should get that promotion. I should spend more time with my family. I should spend less time with my family. My family's crazy. Why would I do that? Because I should, because they're my family. And on it goes.
So, so notice what you are doing in your body while Candice just going through the list about the should. Because I was already shrinking and like, tense, and was like, oh, my belly, like there is already a knot in my belly. And I was like, oh my God. So it's like, what do you do in your body when all these self-doubt about the life, the life that you should be living, or the things that you should be doing is coming? Like, what happened? Because existential stress lie into your body, into our body. As all stress, this is a kind of, is, as we were saying, it's just cover a lot, because it's all is where we meet with society needs. So, and obviously, like, because we are animal of community, we need to be in community. We also need to meet society, like, needs, right? But to what point? That this is the thing. What's our balance? Because we can burn out because of that, and we can neither do everything right, because most of the time we're guessing, right? We are guessing. We're just make things up, trying to do our best. I mean, and this doesn't mean that we are bad or good. It's just that we are just doing what we can. And so, but there is a lot of pressure on us. And as women, I think that, I mean, men as well, they have a lot of pressure because they need to be in society and just met a lot of needs. I think that on us women, there is this child, like being a mother or not, that is like huge. I felt it very strong into my late 30s. This society pressure really, I think it became one of the cause of my burnout. Like, together in the, like, thought of a lot of other things, but there was like career, I'm gonna be a mother or not, oh my God, how I can also like develop my project, and like it's so difficult, like really, and there is no the right answer, like, right? There is no right answer. This is the problem. No one can tell you what to do.
Yes. And also, we can't do everything perfectly all of the time. And so some of it is choose the things that matter to you. Do you want to be a CEO? Do you want to be a mom? Do you want to be these things? Like, what's your goal or your priority in all of that? Maybe it doesn't fit into social norms, but it's right for you. And as Julia says, we do our best guesses. The only thing that's certain is that everything is uncertain. So, and what works for one person doesn't work for everybody else.
And but when I say there is not a right answer, but there is an answer that lies into the connection of your body and meeting the needs, your needs and what you want. And I think that this is, for me, was my transformational journey, right? Actually tuning into, okay, but what I really want. And so the little exercise that we suggest, like, what do you do in your body when all these I should, like all this self-doubt come about, I should do this, but I don't want. I should do this because someone asked me to do this. But actually, do I want to do this? So sometimes we have to do things that we don't want, but we can't live a life where we most of the time we do things that we don't want because we destroy ourselves. Like, so
Yeah.
and burnout, and this is existential level stress, like when we just live a life that we don't want. So it's why we just come with this existential stress, because it's complex.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a lot of elements that we want to pin on the map with you, and understanding if it's something that really resonate with you and how resonate with you. What are the things that you will put into the big pot of the existential stress and help you solve it, like help you deal with it, not solve it, but deal with it, and tune into your intuition, into your power about how I can live
Mm-hmm.
better and more powerful creativity and doing the things I like. Because at the end, I mean, there is one question that I will drop here, and it's like, where do you want to be in 10 years? Because at the end, it's like nothing matters. You will see that there are things that now worry you, but in 10 years, there are make no sense. Where do you imagine yourself in 10 years? I actually did start to do that a lot at the end of my 30s. And this was, I was like, oh, yeah. So what really matters to me in order to arrive where I want to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
a
can you,
beautiful journey.
it is because it allows us to, again, go back to that prioritization. Am I worrying about things that in a 10-year time frame have no relevance to where I want my life to be?
Yeah.
And can you discern when somebody's asking, or you have a project, or you're saying, I should, what does it feel like in the body? Like, what's your yes inside and what's your no inside? And can you start to discern, like, what feels like that real yes? And like Julia said, sometimes we can't always say no to everything or yes to everything. But the point is to recognize and then choose based on like what is that dialogue that you're having with yourself? What is that feeling in the body? And sometimes even if we want to get out of something, maybe there is the yes that comes out anyway. That's okay, as long as you're recognizing it's the choice rather than an impulse of, I don't know how to do anything else but say yes, or I don't know how to do anything but say no. So recognizing what those internal cues are so that you can make a choiceful yes or no.
Yes. Yeah. So notice what your self-doubt cues are. Notice what you do in your body. And after you notice it, it's like, what I can do. Like maybe you tap, usually it's like a lot of tension. So, and nothing, and maybe it's in your belly. Maybe you, for me, it's anyways in my core, upper core and belly, and solar plexus is my really strong energy point where everything gets blocked sometimes. But can be different, can be the jaw, can be eyes, can be your hand that you just, I mean, for everyone can be very different, but notice it, where tension goes and what do you do and how you can relax, like expand, maybe drop down your shoulder, breathe in, move
Mm-hmm.
it, like do something to change that tension.
Yeah. And then
And
see what happens after that.
exactly. And we already like show you many times what do you do. Like you can really, there are small and big things. You can shake it out, dance it, but you can also just take a big breath, open up your shoulder, drop down your shoulder, feel your feet on the ground and say, oh, okay. So get into that. The body is a very is a map.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's also a compass. Give us the idea of what is actually going on when all the layers are peeled off. So
with that, we will give you those pieces to chew on for this week. What are you doing in your body? What's your goal in the next 10 years? Lots of things to think about and to practice and to notice. And so with that, enjoy your Tuesday, wherever you are in the world. If you have any insights or anything comes up, by all means, drop them in the comments. We'd love to know what you think, what you're noticing, and we will see you next time.
bye. We were on